Hello! Welcome sa part 2 ng ating day 1 of the 15-day free civil service review, okay, which is of course no other than with your mentor, Coach Meng. Okay, so sa part 1, ang diniscuss natin ay strategies and techniques na pwede natin gamitin sa addition lamang. Okay, now for this part, we are going to use the same strategies and techniques plus new strategies and techniques in other operations in basic math. Like what? Addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division of not just numbers na simple lang, no? Kagaya na examples natin sa part 1, but this time we are gonna have decimals and signed numbers. Ayan po. Okay, so tara! Wala na pong madaming sat-sat. Tuloy po natin ang pagre-review. Okay, so ano po ang makakailangan nating malaman dito? Siyempre pa, wala pong iba kundi ang ating mga strategies and techniques at saka kung paano po ito isosolve yung mga items natin. Tuturo ko po yung step by step, no? So dito, napaka simple po ng mga steps na gagamitin natin at kahit sino, okay, kahit sino ay kayang-kayang gawin ito. Okay, so join lang kayo hanggang sa matapos ang ating klase. Yan. At syempre, ang isa sa ating mga objective ay na matapos natin yung item in reasonable amount of time. Ayan po, na hindi po tayo tatagal sa 30 seconds bawat item. Paano kaya natin gagawin yon? Gaya ng nagawa natin sa addition, syempre, meron tayong strategies and techniques. Okay? Dadagdagan po natin yung mga natutunan nyo sa part 1. Okay? And syempre pa, gaya po ng dati, okay, ako po ay gusto ko pong you learn by doing. Ayan po. So, kailangan po nating magkaroon ng solving time. Okay? So, alam kong handa na kayo sa inyong papel, tsaka sa inyong mga panulat. Okay? So, eto na. Simulan natin ang ating lecture. So, bale, gaya pa ng dati, 20 seconds po ngayon, okay, ang ating ibibigay for each number. So, pagka na-post na po yung question, simulan nyo na po mag-solve. Okay? You will have 20 seconds to answer, and then after that, tuturo ko ang technique or strategy kung paano to magagawa in less than 5 seconds. Ayan po, no? Para magkaroon tayo ng aha moment. Ayan po, no? So, pagkatapos po ng video na ito or ating lesson, I for sure you will feel more confident in solving problems in your examination and during your practice. Okay. Okay, so let's begin. Ayan. Okay, so your 20 seconds is over. So for this, we have subtraction. Okay, so paano ba ang ginawa nyo? Malamang nag-subtract kayo, di ba? So minus, ayan. So ano sabi ko before, you don't have to copy everything. You can also just rewrite one of them. And always remember, you can write on your questionnaire. Okay po, no? Alright, so pag nag-subtract tayo, okay, so ano ang ginawa nyo? Malamang sinulat nyo na minus 75. Ayan. If you're going to apply the technique that we learned in part 1, we're gonna look at the ending. Look at your choices. Lahat ng ending pare-pareho. So, alam mo na ang ending nito is 1. Okay. So, of course, next natin dito is what? The second digit. Now, you know na ang 7 is mas malaki kay 4, so we have to borrow from 3. Okay, so magiging 2 yan. Okay, ito naman magiging 14. Dito pa lang, alam mo na 200 something ang sagot. So, mali na po si A at saka si Bravo. Ayan. So, ano po ang middle number natin? So, will it be 6 or 7? Dalawa lang po. So, 14 minus 7 is 7. So, your answer for this is delta. Okay po? Ayan. So, gana sabi natin, hindi naman po talaga kailangang isolve ng buo yung question. Alright po? Okay. So, let's proceed to the second number. Okay. Okay, ayan na. So, for number 2, this is multiplication. So, nasolve po ba natin? Kumasya ba yung 20 seconds para isolve ito? Okay. Ayan po, no? So, kung kayo po ay nag-solve, malamang, ang ginawa nyo is 489 times 36.2. Okay, tapos nag-solve na kayo. Alright. So, for the ending, diba? Kung ending po kasi, makikita nyo na ang ending nyo dyan is 8. Okay? So, for sure, you will have to eliminate Bravo and Delta. Kasi hindi naman po 8 ang ending. Okay? Ngayon, tinuloy nyo pa siya mag-multiply. Okay? Now, ano sabi ko before? Habang kayo tumitingin doon sa tanong, huwag po tayo masyadong excited na nagsosolve agad. Tatandaan, susulyapan natin ang choices at tingnan natin kung gaano sila kalayo sa isa't isa. So if you're gonna look at your choices, letter A is 1,770, while letter C or Charlie is 17,701.8. Okay, so medyo napakalaki po ng difference, di ba po? No? Alright, so ngayon, ang tanong ay, alin ba dyan ang pipiliin mo? So, tingnan mo lang yung given, 400 times 30. Malamang hindi po iyan 1,000 lang. Aabot yan ng 17,000. So, with that, estimate, alam mo na ang sagot ay 17,701.8. Okay. That is one solution. Okay, what is another solution? Okay, ano bang mas shorter pa? Okay, shorter pa. Okay, kahit na hindi ka magsusulat, ito tatandaan nyo. Ang rule natin sa multiplication ay, ito po, no? So, para lang ma-refresh tayo ng konti. Sa multiplication po, pag tayo nag-multiply ng decimal numbers, ang product natin, ano ba yung product? Product is the answer in multiplication. Okay, the product is supposed to have the same number of the total number of decimal places of your factors. Ayan. Factors. Ano yung factors? Ang factors po natin are the numbers that you multiply. Okay. So, tanong, how many decimal places do we have for 489? Wala po. Whole number po kasi siya. Sa 36.2, we have 1 decimal place. So, what is the total number of decimal places for the factors? Isa lang po. So, ibig sabihin, ang sagot natin is supposed to have 1 decimal place only. Look at your choices. Which among them have 1 decimal place only? Ayun. So, mali na po talaga si Alpha at saka si Bravo. So, natira po sa atin si Charlie or Delta. But, again, kung ending naman po ang susundan natin, di ba? Okay, so apply natin yung natutunan natin last time. Pag nag-ending naman tayo, yun po yung last po na digit is hindi po magbabago. Okay, so ano ba yung ibig ko sabihin? Okay, so for example, we have, 8 times 9. 9 times 2 muna is 18, di ba? And then we carry over yung 10. So, we know that the ending is 8. So, dapat with 1 decimal place, so your answer is supposed to end with 0.8. Ayan po. So, your answer here is Charlie pa rin. Okay, no? Ayan. So, ano po itong sinasabi ko na bakit pinagpipilitan ko na hindi nagbabago yung last digit? Ito po yun. So, for example, you have, hindi ko po kakompletuhin yung solution ha, but just so you can see. Okay, ganyan, no? So, di ba when you multiply decimal numbers, just ignore the decimal point and multiply as usual. Okay, like your regular number. So, 9 times 2 is 18, carry 1, 16. 17, carry 1, 8, 9. And then, dito sa second digit, 6 times 9 is 54. 5, o, see? So, itong 8 na to, this is what I'm saying. Diba? At the end, you're supposed to add them. Alright? Now, look. You are to bring down 8. So, this number is the only number in that solution which is not going to change. Okay? So, you are sure that the ending is 8. That is what I mean. Okay? Just for you to see. Ayan. Okay, so don't waste your time multiplying these numbers just to get the correct answer. So, what are the things to do? While looking at your question, try to inspect your choices. There are choices that are very low or very high. You can already eliminate them. So, how do you know if they're very low or very high? You can use your estimate. Like example, 489, you make it 500. And then 36, o di sige, 40. Oh, what is 5 times 4? 20. Ilang zeros yung tatlo? O di 20,000. Gets niyo po? That's just an estimate. But your answer is supposed to be less than 20,000. So you know that Alpha and Bravo will both be incorrect. Okay, that's one. So these are, several techniques already in one number. Alright? And then you use the ending. Okay. So with that, let's proceed to the next one. Okay. Let's see. Okay. So, for this next number, this is division. Okay, no? So, of course, you are supposed to know how to do your basic division. Okay? So, just to refresh you, ayan, kung nakayanan nyo naman siyang isolve, is, of course, you have, ito po yung 1,638. Siya po yung nasa loob and divided by 13. Ayan po siya. Okay, so how do we do this? So again, we don't complete the solution. Look at your choices. You have 236, 126, 223, and 46. 1,638 divided by 13. So let's just make an estimate. Let's say that's 1,600 divided by 10. Okay? So if it's divided by 10, this is around, ilan po? Okay? So 100 something, right? So we already have an answer here. Okay? And then we have 2 more digits there. So this is already incorrect. Ayan. Plus, with the first digit in your quotient, you already know that the answer is Bravo. That's it. So, do we need to complete the solution? No need. Okay? It's obviously Bravo. Ayan. So, ilang seconds lang yon. Even with the explanation, medyo mahaba-haba. Okay po. Alright. Okay. So, tapos na po ang 40 seconds and pwede na po tayo mag-solve. Alright. So, may mga ganito po tayong items sa civil service exam. And again, it's not really very difficult because if you're going to inspect your given, you have 60.7, okay, not very big, 4.58, and then 0.01, 23, and 215. And the operations are all the same. You have addition. It's possible that you have a combination of addition and subtraction. Okay? But for this one, puro addition lang siya. Ayan. So, ano po ang inyong sagot? Nag-solve po ba kayo? Sinulat niyo po ba lahat? Ayan. So, paano kaya natin ito isosolve in less than 10 seconds or even less than 5 seconds? Okay. Gamitan po natin ng estimate plus the knowledge of how the answer of adding decimals should look like. Okay. So, paano po ito? Number 1, estimate tayo. Okay, 215. Okay, plus 60. What is 215 plus 60? That is already 275. Ayan. So, alright. And ito, 4 lang naman to. So, plus 4 point something. So, around 279. Ayan po. So, let's eliminate already obvious na maling sagot. There you go. So, doon pa lang, ang bilis lang po, no? So, you don't really like write them and then, ano ba ang rule in adding decimal numbers? Copy the decimal numbers, align the decimal points, and then add them. Okay? Vertically from what? The right towards the left. From right to left tayo. Okay. So, paano nga ulit? Gawin nga natin yon. Okay. Oh, sorry. For this one, we already have an answer. Alright. Okay. So, just to show you how addition is done, no? So you can remember, 60.7 plus 4.58. If you notice, the decimal points are supposed to be aligned. So you have 0.0123 and 215. Ayan po. Alright. So with that, okay, if you're going to add, you start from the right side going towards the left. Okay, so you copy where your decimal point is. Yan, baba lang natin. Then we start from 3. Ayan. Diba? And then 2, and then 9, and then 2, etc. Okay po? Ayan. So, that is how you do the actual addition. But, okay, in order for us to be able to solve this in less than 5 seconds, we don't need to do that. Number 1, if you notice your answer ends with 0.2923, what are you supposed to remember? That you just check the given, okay, with the most number of decimal places. Ano yung ibig sabihin doon? Yung pinakamarami po, sorry po, yung pinakamarami ang decimal places niya. Yun po yung susundan natin. Saglit lang po. Ayun. So, syempre dun sa previous, no, ang susundan natin is yung may pinakamaraming decimal places. So, ilan yung decimal places natin? 4. So, pag in-inspect natin yung choices, isa lang doon ang may 4 na decimal places. Okay, yun na nga po yung sagot natin, si Charlie. Alright? Okay, let's have this number. Ayan po, no? Okay. So, with this, tingnan po natin. Okay, ngayon, if you notice, ang given natin ay signed numbers. Pag sinabi pong signed numbers, meron po tayong, ang tawag natin sa kanila ay mga integers. Meron po tayong positive at meron tayong negative. Okay. So, una sa lahat, intindihin natin yung operation na nasa problem. Sabi, although meron po tayong word dito, sabi is find the sum. So, you already know na mag-a-add ka. Okay? And dito, na-reinforce naman yan kasi positive yon. Okay po. Now, in these cases, lagi nating tatandaan, pag may dalawang operation na magkasunod o di kaya may operation tapos may sign na negative or iba na magkasunod sila, ang gagawin natin ay i-multiply po natin yung signs na yon. So, kung ganito kasi, di ba ang rule natin ay if we add a positive integer to a negative integer, no, ang gagawin natin is to get the difference. Magso-subtract po tayo, tapos copy the sign of the bigger number. So, kumbaga sa tug of war, mananalo po dito. Alin po mas malaki? 832 o 149? Siyempre, si 832. So, dapat na sagot positive. Ayun. So, isa po yun sa mga rules na tatandaan natin. So, pwede natin gamitin yun para mag-eliminate. Ayun. Ngayon, titingnan natin yung choices. Lahat sila positive. So, hindi natin nagamit yon na advantage. Okay? Na rule na alam na natin. Pero, in some cases, we can use that. Okay? But in this case, we cannot use that because they are all positive. Okay? Next. Another is, we subtract them numerically because one is positive, the other one is negative, so we subtract. So we have 1, 4, 9. Okay, so tingnan natin ang choices. Ayan po, so 8 minus 1 agad, no, is supposed to be 7. Tama, pero wala po tayong 7, so 6 yan. So tanggalin na po natin si Charlie and Delta. Okay, and then next, we look at the ending. Okay po, no? So, what is 12 minus 9? That is 3. Ayan po. So, your answer is positive 683. So, I hope that you're getting the, now your techniques are like a combination of several strategies or techniques that we have learned in the past. Yan. So, hindi po laging isang type lang ng strategy ang gagamitin. Pwede pong halo-halo sila. Ayan, no? Whichever comes first to mind, no? Kung sa tingin nyo agad-agad, no? Although, if you don't practice this, okay? If you don't practice using these techniques, eventually, when you go to the exam, you're gonna be using your old style, which is to what? Copy all the numbers and then solve. Okay? But I encourage you to practice using the strategies and techniques so that you can save more time that you can use for numbers that requires more time to analyze and answer. Okay po? Ayan. Okay, so let's proceed to the next one. Okay, so for this number we have, again, inspect your given. So look at what you're given. You have negative 48.7 plus negative 36.8. Okay, so they are both negative. So, and you are supposed to add them. So negative plus negative equals negative. Okay, if you're adding two negative numbers, the answer is also negative. Okay, so you have, let's eliminate Bravo and Charlie. Okay, there you go. So now look at your values. So what do we do with the values? We add them, but we copy the common sign. Okay, ulitin ko, they are both negative. So, edi pag samasamahin mo silang negative, i-add mo sila, tapos, negative po ang sign nila, yung common sign. Okay, so let's just estimate. This is 50, this is 35. Tama po ba? So, that's 85. So, hindi po siya 11. Napakababa po ni 11. Ayan. So, hindi ko na po kailangan i-check ko pa kung tama ba talaga yung 85.5 na yan. Bahala kayo. Okay? Pero ako, hindi ko na po siya i-check dahil sure ako na siya lang po ang talagang appropriate na answer for this question. Okay? Ayan po. So, ulitin natin ang rule. If you're adding integers with different signs, okay, yung isa positive, yung isa negative, ang gagawin natin, magsusubtract tayo. And copy the sign nung mas malaking number. Ayan. Ngayon, pagka nag-a-add ka naman ng parehong negative, so ang sagot, negative din. Anong gagawin mo sa values? Magsusubtract ka ba? Hindi po. Pagsasamahin mo sila. Kasi nga, pareho silang negative. Ayan. Okay. Okay po. Nag-gets po ba natin yan? Sana po ay hindi natin sila makalimutan. Ayun, okay. Naku, na-booking tayo dito sa tanong na to. Okay, kasi sabi, which is the sum of 734 minus negative 158? Ayan po, so medyo may correction po tayo dito ha. Hindi po siya, eventually, it will become a sum. But, hindi po sum dapat to. This is supposed to be the difference. Okay po, no? So, the difference of 734 minus negative 158. Okay. So, with that, ang gagawin natin ay, ayan na. So, ano yung rule natin? Okay, ito naman ngayon magsasubtract tayo. Kanina nag-a-add tayo. Ngayon, pagka nakita nyo po ito, tatandaan nyo to, itong itsura na to. May negative dyan, tapos may negative din sa loob. Okay, ano bang gamit ng parenthesis na yan? Okay, ito lang naman ang gamit lang ng parenthesis para i-emphasize sa'yo na yung sinosubtract mo ay negative. So, pagka magkasunod po ang dalawang negative, magiging positive po yan. So, pag tinanggal na po natin yung grouping sign, no, na parenthesis. So, ano yun? This becomes 734 plus 158. Ayan po. Okay. So, ang tanong, ano kaya ang sign niyan? Tingnan nyo yung choices nyo. May positive, may negative. Positive. Okay, so mali na po itong dalawang negative. Ang kasunod ay 7 plus 1. Ano to? 5 or 8. So, doon po tayo sa first digit. Nasa hundreds po ako, no? 5 or 8. So, syempre, answer is alpha. There you go. Okay? So, what additional information did you get? Pag meron po tayong magkasunod na negative, kagaya po ng nakikita nyo dyan, ang mangyayari dyan sa dalawang negative na yan ay magiging isang operation lang, which is gonna be positive. Ayan po. And then, you just add as usual. So, wag nyo pong kakalimutan yung ating technique. Pwede po tayo mag-ending o di kaya ay dun tayo sa hundreds. Ayan po. Alright. Or estimate. Pwede rin. Okay po. Okay. Okay, so how do we solve this within 20 seconds? Okay, now we have 4.38 times negative 25.7. Okay, so let's go over the rules in multiplying signed numbers. Okay, so if the signed numbers have the same sign, like they are both positive, okay, positive times positive equals positive. Negative times negative equals positive. Okay, but if you don't have the same signs, the answer or the product is negative. Now, let's try to check your factors. Do they have the same signs or they have different signs? So, we have positive 4.38 times negative 25.7. So, we have a positive times a negative. The answer is negative. Oh, they are all negative. Okay, so that is not a very important information. Okay, it is actually for other numbers, but not for this one. Okay, so ano ang pwede natin gamitin? Another rule in multiplying decimal numbers that I already reminded you of earlier is the number of decimal places. Alright, so let's check how many decimal places we have for the first factor. We have 2. And for the second factor, we have 1. Ano sabi natin? Dapat added. The total number of decimal places is 3. that your product is supposed to have 3 decimal places. Now, let's check your decimal places. We have 2, 3, 4, and 5. Wow, okay. So, with that, we already have an answer. Our answer is Bravo. Okay, so what if you are in doubt? Like, oh, really? Okay, you wanna check? Go ahead and check. Be my guest. Okay? Okay, here. Next is, what if we want to estimate? Okay, let's just say you are in doubt. Okay, let's estimate 4 times 25. What is 4 times 25? 100. So it doesn't go as high as 1,000, and 11 and 1 are both very low. There you go. So those are three strategies or techniques already in one number. So I repeat, if you are multiplying signed numbers, if they have the same signs, the answer or the product is positive. But if they don't have the same signs, the product is negative. Okay, next is the number of decimal places. Okay, that the product is supposed to have the total number of decimal places that you have for the factors. Ayan, okay. Alright po. Okay. Okay, and for this number, the operation is division. And if you're going to look at the numbers, they are decimal numbers. And you're supposed to divide them. Okay, so there are several rules that you should remember in dividing decimals, no? Okay, however, using those rules, it will take you some time to solve the question or the problem. So I'm going to teach you a technique that you can use, okay, to solve this faster, okay, plus using the concept of division. Number 1 is look at the signs, okay. This one is positive and this is negative. For division of signed numbers, they follow the same rule as multiplication. So, we don't have the same signs, therefore your quotient is the answer to division. Your quotient is negative. Ayan. Alright, so let's remove all the positive choices already. So we eliminate Alpha and Charlie. You're left with Bravo and Delta. Okay, now, look at your choices. I mean, your given. You have 62 divided up by a negative 0.9. Now, let's disregard the sign already because we already used that to choose Bravo and Delta. Okay. So, ngayon, estimate mo si 0.9. 0.9 is almost 1. Right? So, 0.9 is almost 1. So, let's just say, let's round that off to 1. Okay, what is 62.1 divided by 1? That is 62.1. Correct? But you are not dividing it by 1. You are dividing it by a number less than 1. Therefore, this is supposed to even go higher, but not lower than 62.1. Okay, so Bravo is not the correct answer. So with that analogy, our answer is negative 69. Okay. Now, question is, Coach, how do we actually divide decimal numbers? Because you might say, how come Coach is not teaching us how to do it? Okay, so ganito po yun. So you have 62.1 divided by 0.9. Okay, there is a rule in dividing decimal numbers. You cannot use a decimal number to divide another number. So what do? You make it a whole number. Paano natin gagawing whole number? Move the decimal point. This is the good thing about numbers, you know, you can move stuff, but you always have to make sure that there is equality. What you do to one, you do to all. Okay, so let's move this to make it a whole number. Let's move this one place to the right. Okay, and if you did that for your divisor, your dividend is supposed to be, the decimal point of your dividend is supposed to be moved one place to the right as well. Okay, so let's move that there. There you go. Next is, we have 62 divided by 9. So, again, this one will require you your skill, okay, in multiplication or division. Ayan po, no? So, what is 62 divided by 9? Is it 7? If it's 7, that's 63. Okay, so it's not 7, it's 6. Now, do not try to think about the answer anymore. Let the choices guide you. Do you get me? Okay? What did I say? Let the choices guide you. Tingnan nyo yung choices at doon na kayo mamili ng numero. Huwag na kayo mag-isip pa. Okay? Pero pwede naman kayo mag-isip kung gusto nyo. Pero mapapagod lang kayo mga besh. Okay? So, 6 na po. O, diba? So, 6 times 9 is, pa hindi natin to alam. Lagot tayo dyan. Ano po to? This is 54. Alright? And then, ano po? 12 minus 4 is 8. Bring down 1. We have 81 divided by 9 is 9. Ayan po. No? So, you have 69. Tama po ba ang sagot natin? Negative 69? Yes po. Sabi ko sa inyo papagurin nyo lang sarili nyo kung kukompletuhin nyo pa yung solution. Pero, kayo pa rin naman po ang masusunod. Okay, so sana na-gets po natin yung technique na nagamit natin dito. Isa, estimates, tapos, ang tawag nito, yung signs, okay, the rule ng signs ng dividing sign numbers, and then, pwede na rin pong elimination by estimation din, okay, or actual. Ayan, so, if you did the division on the first digit, you already know that there are 2 digits, okay, in the answer. Therefore, and it starts with a 6. So, it's 60 plus something. So, then you know that the only possible answer among the choices would be 69. Okay po? Okay, now let's proceed to the next one. Ang tanong, what is the sum of negative 6.54 plus 13.8? Okay, ano sabi natin? We are adding. Look at the sign. The operation, okay, is addition. Okay, so, one is negative, the other one is positive. We add or subtract? Subtract. What is 13 minus 6? That is 7. Just 13 minus 6. That's 7 already. So, and which one is bigger? The negative number or the positive number? Positive. So, your answer will be positive. Eliminate Charlie and Alpha. And 13 minus 6 is 7. So, your answer is Bravo. There you go. Okay, so our solution is getting shorter and shorter. For this number, we are asked to divide 42,320 divided by 80. Ayan. Okay, now look at your choices. We have 529, 617, 433, 112. Hundreds place is not the same. Okay, so for division, we don't look at the ending. Okay, that's the difference. For addition, we look at the ending. For multiplication, we look at the ending. For subtraction, we also look at the ending. But for division, we don't look at the ending. We always look at the first number in your answer. Okay, so we have 42,320 divided by 80. We can cancel the zeros. Okay, 1 0 for your dividend and 10 for your divisor. Ayan po. And then next is, we get the first two digits. 42 divided by 8 is what? 5. That's it. That's all we need. Why? Because they don't start with the same number. Ayan po, oh, iba-iba po ang first digit nila, ang hundreds place nila. So we have only one with 5, so we stop. So what if we have 2 with 5? Then you continue to the next digit. Now, if you were able to eliminate the others, then you finalize your answer. Okay, you don't need to verify anymore. You are very sure of that. Okay? Okay. For this, you can actually answer this in 1 second. No? 1 second. No, I mean like after reading the question, yes, you can already answer it in 1 second. Okay. Why is that? Because if you understood your given, you have 61.785 and add to 272.19. Okay? If you remember, we have to align the decimal places. Okay, but this one I'm just writing, okay? But in your mind, when you're looking at this, you're supposed to be imagining what's going to happen already. So, we add them vertically. What is the ending? 5. How many decimal places? 3. Finished. There you go. Ta-da! Okay. For this one, I'm gonna give you maybe 1 minute. So the time. Okay, so for this one, you are asked to find out which among them has the greatest value. Ayan, okay. So let's try to inspect what we have for letter A. Okay, so we have a minus minus. What happens here? It becomes A plus. So estimate 54 plus 3, that is 57. Next, we have 636 divided by negative. Answer is negative, so that is already eliminated. Why? Because we're looking for the greatest. Since it's negative, then, why is it negative again? Because they don't have the same sign. 636 is positive and 25 is negative. Okay? That is the same for letter D. Okay, 594 is positive, 482 is negative. So, again, eliminate delta. Next, we have 287 divided by 0.719. Again, this is a decimal value. We can round that off to 1. So, in case we divide 287 divided by 1, answer is 287. But since your divisor is less than 1, so this value is supposed to increase. So, you're just choosing between 57 and a value more than or greater than 287. What is your answer? The answer is the greatest. That would be Charlie. Okay? There you go. So, if you don't know the strategies and techniques, okay, in answering these questions or in solving these types of operations, then it's possible for you to take a very long time because you will be writing them down, susulat nyo pa siya, solve nyo isa-isa, naubos na po yung oras natin. Okay, pero kung marunong tayo sa techniques at saka natatandaan natin ng rules, napakadali na lang po. Tama po ba? Yes po. Ayan. Guys, kung kayo ay may natutunan, sana naman ay pakishare naman itong ating review, no, sa mga kasamahan nyo na pwede pa pong makinabang sa ating review. Remember, pag mas marami tayo, mas masaya. Ayan. At syempre pa, mas maraming matututo. Okay, so i-summarize natin ang ating natutunang strategies, no. Wala naman pong bago sa hindi naman walang bago, pero bago po yung ating pag-a-apply, no, sa sa addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. So, ano yung mga dapat natin tandaan? Okay, syempre, inspect natin ang ating mga given, okay? Inspect your given, and, and the choices. Okay. Ano ba yung makikita natin dyan? Pag nakita natin yung given at choices, sa given kasi, nandun yung operation. Okay? Take note, nandun din yung ating operation. Importante yon, no? So, may yung mga signs, mga operations, okay, ng mga given natin. And then, look at your choices. Okay? Definitely, if you understood or if you know the process of going through with the operation, then you can eliminate, okay, mga sagot na alam nyong hindi na talaga siya feasible doon sa choices or doon sa situation na ibinigay. Okay? Like, kunwari mga sign numbers, diba? Mga ganyan. And then, mag-eliminate tayo. Pwede rin po tayo mag-estimate. Ayan, pag nag-estimate, tatandaan po na pag gamitin natin ng estimate, kung medyo magkakalayo yung ating mga choices. Ayan. Okay, at syempre, huwag nyo kakalimutan, yung pag-addition, subtraction, at saka multiplication, ano po ang pwede nating pang-eliminate? Yung ating ending. Tama po ba? At saka pag-division naman ay yung first. Okay, so depende po, no, sa operation. Okay. At saka, natutunan din natin ngayon yung mga terms. Okay, may mga terms po tayo na ginamit doon sa ating mga problems, like the word sum. Okay, sum, total, mga ganyan po, no? Ito ay, addition. And syempre, pag sinabi namang difference, okay, ito ay subtraction. At pag sinabing product, ang operation naman natin ay multiplication. At pag sinabing quotient, ito naman ay division. Ayan po. So, lagi pong tatandaan na napaka-importante po na i-apply natin ang mga strategies and techniques at syempre ang ating pinaka rules, okay, na sinusundan ay ang rules mismo. Okay, ano na nga po ulit ang rules? Okay, read the question or the problem carefully and in such a way that you can understand the problem. Now, if you did understand the problem, you can already see, okay, the what? Look for clues and keywords. Okay, now your clues and keywords will help you decide what choices you can eliminate so that you can secure a score. Ayan po. So, tatandaan po yung process natin na elimination kasi increases your chances of winning. I mean, getting the correct answer. Okay? Siyempre, pag nakuha mo yung correct answer, winner ka. Okay? So, tatandaan po ang ating mga strategies for basic mathematics. Okay, siyempre yung susunod natin, no, will be, ako napansin nyo dito, hindi po natin sinama yung fraction. Okay, siya po yung susunod nating video, all about fractions. So guys, kung kayo ay natuto sa ating klase ngayong gabi, sana pakishare, mag-subscribe na din syempre po, at pakishare naman ito sa mga pwede pa pong makinabang. Remember, okay, ang ating concept ay ano po? The more, the manyer, and the merriest. Okay, so ako po muli ang inyong coach sa ating 15-day free civil service exam review, Coach Meng. Salamat po.